All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right.
All my black nappy headed Negroes, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Never Truth.
Yes.
We're gonna be talking about a few things today.
Good
That
things. Nothing but
yes,
good things. Good
yes,
things.
we need some good things right now because there's a lot
Yes.
of
We need
stuff
good
going
things.
on.
Yes, yes, yes.
But we'll be back. Hold on one second. Hold on. And a few words from our sponsors.
Do me a favor and
like, comment, subscribe
on this video.
Have a nice day.
Yo, what's up? Subscribe, like, and share this video. If you don't like it, share it anyway. Like it and subscribe. Appreciate it. Oh yeah. Please, let me say this right now, because we already told y'all. We have already told y'all.
Yes.
Subscription does not mean you have to pay.
Nothing.
Okay?
Nothing.
You don't have to pay nothing. It is only to alarm you guys and let you guys know when we post new videos or in the future, near future, when we when we decide to start going live. This is for y'all to be up on game and keep up with the times, and you're not left behind. And you're like, oh, video posted. Okay. Also, because I don't want to get aggressive with y'all because I love my people. Okay, but I'm trying to be patient. Okay,
be patient, baby. Be patient.
Okay, but before you start, Mom, I want to give a few shout outs.
Please, okay? Go ahead. All
right. First one is for my city, Birmingham, Mayor Randall Woodfin. He pardoned 15,000 people of marijuana charges.
Wow!
15,000.
Awesome.
And why that's so monumental is because we're not talking about a state where, okay, first, this is a state medical marijuana is not even legalized.
Wow.
Not alone legalized for, personal use.
Yeah.
And this man already has pardoned over 15,000 people. And you know who the most of those 15,000 people are.
Right.
It's us.
That's it.
And that's in the midst of our governor, Kay Ivey, who is trying to build more private prisons. Okay. Mm-hmm. But just like with my girl in Atlanta, she's like, okay, well, I can't control what goes on in the state, but I can hold down what's going on in my city.
Right.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Him and the police chief have already gotten together and saying they are no longer prosecuting petty marijuana crimes.
Oh, that's awesome.
They are not going to prosecute. So I love them for that.
Yeah.
Second, Russell Westbrook. He now holds the record for most triple doubles, beating Oscar Robertson of all time in NBA history.
Woo!
That is amazing. He's hard. Okay. Also, Tamika Mallory, My Song, and Sean King for their constant dedication in fighting for our people. Because, and if you don't know about these people, do your research, look them up. They're one of the many people that are on the front lines. Okay. And just talking about all these things that go on, dealing with police brutality and all these things, it is very mentally exhausting.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
And these people are on the front line and they're fighting and they're still, and even as they're getting alerts, there's another one.
Yeah.
They're still fighting. And they, so shout out to them.
Yeah, we need to keep them lifted up. Their mental state.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we're doing this podcast where it's about good things. Okay. So take a break. Just take a break.
Take a break, please.
Also, Shannon Sharp for continuing to call out white privilege with the latest news of Tim Tebow being able to rejoin the NFL as a tight end while Colin Kaepernick still remains blackballed. I got a lot of love for Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
And like I said, he tells his truth, he speaks his truth, and a lot of times it aligns with a lot of our views on things. Shout out to
Right.
Shannon Sharp. And
Shannon, where was
yeah,
Shannon Sharp? What is he? Is what station is he on? Where is he?
Undisputed on Fox Sports.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right.
like it's him and Skip. It's like with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman on ESPN. First Take.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And last but not least, this man was a big part of my childhood. Big
Who is
part.
that?
You're not
What's
gonna
his
guess it, but you should guess it. But you're
Hold
not
on,
gonna
hold
guess
on. You talking about Stevie Wonder?
it. Say what?
Stevie Wonder or what's his name? I can't think his name. But who is it?
Yeah, I'm I'll get to it. Why you trying to guess? I don't know who you got Stevie Wonder from. Stevie Wonder.
Tyler
Okay.
Perry. Tyler Perry.
My childhood,
Okay. I'm
growing
sorry.
up,
I'm sorry. Okay.
it is
James Brown.
Mr. Rogers. Mr.
Oh,
Rogers' Neighborhood. I watched the documentary on his life.
oh yeah.
And outside of I guess the story of Jesus Christ and outside of Michael Jackson, Mr. Rogers is probably one of the not probably, is one of the most nicest, genuine, kind-hearted people that you'll ever find. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Um,
Yes, he
he
was. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a long fight with battling how TV negatively influences children, and his views on Black culture is another thing that I saw in that. Is I didn't know. See, like I said, it's things that he fought, but a lot of people didn't know about it. And
Right.
he, um, one of the people he had on his show was a Black police officer, and at that time, you did not see Black police officers depicted on national television.
Yeah.
And there was a time where news had hit where these Black people were swimming in a swimming pool it was either in a motel swimming pool or a public swimming pool,
Hmm.
but it was a white guy that was dousing bleach into the pool because Black people was in there,
Oh man.
and he saw that. And the next episode, I forgot the guy's name, but he played the Black police officer, and he had him on the show. And what he did was he set up the scene where he was sitting down, but he had his feet in a little small size plastic swimming pool, and he
Hmm.
was, because he's saying it was hot. It was very hot. So he had the water hose, he was, just cooling out. And the police officer came up and he asked him, say, "Hey, do you want to sit with me and rest your feet or whatever?" And he did that. And he would wash and he put the water hose on the man's feet. And then when he was getting ready to go, he was helping them dry off his feet.
Hmm.
Okay. And these are the images that he made sure that he was putting into these kids' minds, these kids' heads,
Right.
combating that, because at that time he would see nothing but clown stuff, kids getting slime poured on them and clowns acting stupid and all these other, and trying to get kids to buy guns or get their parents to buy toy guns and stuff like that.
Right.
He was really into the psychology of a children's mind, of the aspect of kids dealing with being bullied, kids dealing with not being accepted, coming up with songs that "I love you for who you are," just little simple things like that guy did. And he
Yeah.
was born rich. He did not have to do this.
Yeah.
He came from money, like he was supposed to, well, he was an ordained minister. And one day he told his parents, like, "You know what, I want to get into television." And it was dealing with children.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Where
just
was
one,
this documentary? It was on Netflix or something?
it is on HBO Max, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Okay. That'd be something for everyone to watch,
And Tom Hanks did a movie too. They did a movie with Tom Hanks playing him.
Yeah.
I haven't
I think
seen it yet, but
I saw that. It was very, very good. Tom
yeah.
Hanks played it. Yeah, he was very good. Oh, kudos to Mr. Rogers. Kudos.
Yeah.
God bless it. Bless his soul.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I hope so.
He fought hard.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, you finished with yours? Because I have a lot of my good stuff to talk about.
Yes, I am
Okay.
done.
All right. Michelle Obama. She's come up with a platform called When We All Vote. Okay. And what it is, it's a platform where you're getting people to support a bill that's it's an act called For the People Act. And what this do on this site, when you go to this site, it's called When We All Vote. On this site, it tells you where you can go to register to vote. It checks your status once you've registered to let you know if you're registered. It tells you about voting rights, the pledge to vote, volunteer to be a partner donations, and then you can join up where you can receive emails. But what really stood out to me was all of the co-chairs of this organization, the co-chairs, ambassadors, and supporters. I'm just giving you just a few. They got Chris Paul, Faith Hill, Janelle Monáe, Kerry Washington, Selena Gomez, Shonda Rhimes, Tracy Ellis Ross, Alicia Keys, Billie Eilish. Is that how you say her name? Eilish?
Yeah.
DJ Khaled, Fat
Khaled.
Joe,
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Issa Rae, Regina King, Oprah Winfrey, of course, Wanda Sykes, and Whoopi Goldberg, and there's so many more that's on board with this. And it's on there. You're also able to just click on a link, and you can contact your senator about this bill, because this bill is currently before the Senate. It's already passed the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives passed the bill. And then also there's a letter in there explaining what For the People Act is about. And it tells you that it's a legislation to strengthen our democracy since the civil rights movement. And already this year, in state houses across the country, more than 200, I think it's up to 300 and something now, bills spread across 43 states, introducing ways to weaken our democracy and to make it more difficult for Americans to vote. When I say make it more difficult for Americans to vote, of course, it's making it more difficult for Blacks, brown, people of color to vote. So I think this is something really nice. It's called whenweallvote.org. And if you don't, for me, what I'm going to try to do, I want to volunteer and donate to this cause. So that's something that Michelle Obama is heading. And I think that's something great that we could, people can get involved with, because this voting stuff.
Yeah, Michelle Obama is dope. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she is.
She's dope.
She has not, a lot of times once president and the wife, they're no longer in office, you don't see them anymore. Or you see them every now and then when something comes up. But she's on board. She's really pushing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So another thing, I'm quite sure people already read about this, but I want to bring it up too. Felicia Richards was appointed the Dean of Fine Arts at Howard University. That is awesome. With her being and of course, Howard University is an HBCU. And with her being the, the Dean of Fine Arts, that's going to increase enrollment, not just at Howard University, but in a lot of HBCUs. Okay. And also, she mentored Chadwick Boseman while teaching at Howard when he was a student. She was a teacher there.
Okay.
And she mentored him. And she tells the story about this, and she was saying that it was Denzel Washington financially helped Boseman and some other students to attend a summer program at a British Drama Academy. What she said happened was the students found out about this summer program, but they weren't able to afford it. And Chadwick Boseman was one of them. Okay. So they went to her and she was like, okay, what can I do to help? And she said immediately she thought of Denzel Washington. So that should tell you something about Denzel.
My
And
man.
she said immediately Denzel said, no problem. I'll take care of it. Isn't that awesome?
Oh yeah, Denzel's dope too.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh
dope
yeah.
man right there too.
That's it. So, and I said she will inspire and empower more Black students to be leaders in the arts. So I think that's awesome for her to do that. And
And
like
people don't know who Felicia Richard is. For those who don't know her by her government name, she was Claire Huxtable on the Cosby Show.
exactly.
She was um not really my generation, but right before my generation on back. She was the mother of a lot of children that a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of children grew up watching and looking up to. And
that's it.
she was the best representation of mother on TV that I know
Exactly.
of.
And for Black women, she set those standards to let you know that you can be more than what you think you might want to be. And her children, how she inspired her children. And then Bill Cosby at the time, before, all this other stuff came up, that was a great show. That was an awesome
It,
show
still,
showing the
yeah,
Black family.
it's still
It
a
still
great show.
is. It
Yeah,
still is showing the Black
yeah.
family and how, and a lot of people say, oh, well, on the Black shows, they're all comedies or whatever. It's like this for me. In the Black family, we have fun like that. We
Yeah,
laugh a lot.
and they had very serious issues on there as well.
Right. They had serious issues along with the comedy. And it's like I said, I know in our family, we joke around a lot. We like to have fun. We like, and that's part of a Black family.
That's right.
We do things like that. The dad, do stuff with the, messing with the mom or, doing, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, she's a dynamic woman and I really look up to her. Ready to move on? All righty then. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, right? So Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry, I love him, I love him, I love him. Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry has a program coming on Apple TV Plus called The Me You Can't See. And the stories are meant to help lift the veil on the current state of mental health and emotional well-being. They're going to have a lot of high profile guests, and it starts May 21st. And if anyone knows anything about stuff as far as mental health, I believe Prince Harry does,
Oh
because
yeah.
he's still going through, stuff. He was talking about, stuff that he went through with his mom's death.
Oh
And
yeah.
then he finds out all the stuff that his mom went through and that his mom wanted to commit suicide and all of this kind of stuff. And
That's
so
right.
Prince Harry is a lot like his mom to me.
That's right.
So I'm quite sure that's why he's getting involved with the mental health. And then, of course, Oprah Winfrey had a terrible childhood also.
Yeah.
She was abused, she was raped and all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
both of them, I think they're ideal for putting something like this together.
Oh yeah. And it's bridging a gap in between two cultures,
Right,
generations, you
right,
know, uh,
right.
uh, um, genders,
Yeah,
you know,
that's it.
uh,
That's it.
and like I said, but Prince Harry and Princess Diana, those are only two I rock with outside. I mean, out of that family, they were the
Right.
only two I really identify with, as far as
Yeah,
being good people,
yeah.
you know.
And I applaud him for exposing a lot of the stuff that goes on in that family. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people want to put that family up on a pedestal, like, oh, the queen, the king, they're the next thing to their Jesus Christ, or next thing to the Pope,
And
and
it's proof they need to get rid of that. They just need to get rid of that crap.
a lot of people want them to get rid of that. But of course, you've got a lot of them that, they look up to that. They think the queen is, she walks on water or something. Yeah, but I think
Oh, so-
it's going to, and also, especially in the Black community, because I can only speak for the Black community, mental health is very something that we don't really talk about. You know, you tell, guys, they tell, oh, be a man, and then for women, it's like, oh, you need to pull up your what do you say, your put on your big girl panties and carry on, But
and I tell people too this too. You don't have to have a ghetto story to tell to deal with mental health issues.
exactly
It can come from it's hereditary.
right.
Also, you could have not suffered any type of whether racism, violence, or anything like that.
Yeah,
But just how social media had magnifies everything. Just watching people who look like you die every day, whether it's from their own people or whether it's from police or anything else, that can create an anxiety, which is mental illness, which is a mental
exactly.
illness.
And you
You
need to
know,
talk to somebody. You really
yes,
need to
there
talk
is
to
a mental
somebody.
illness aspect that comes with just being black
That's it.
in
That's
America.
And you don't have to have been abused. You don't have to have been raped. You don't have to been beaten as a child or any of that. It's just
Right.
being a Black man, a Black woman in the United States of America.
That's
You
right.
know,
And there's nothing wrong with therapy. There's nothing
that's
wrong with
it.
having therapy.
That's it. And
You
that's
know,
why I applaud Oprah and Prince Harry because what their show is going to do is going to profile a lot of people. You're going to be like, wow, I didn't realize they, dealt with mental health issues or, because like you say, it can happen to anybody. It can
yeah,
happen to anybody.
yeah,
And just going to work every day, dealing with people on your job or that's why you have what they call that going postal. People just going to work and dealing with stuff on the job, and then they come back and what they do, to go in and trying to kill up everybody.
that's right.
So mental
That's
health
right.
is that's a serious issue that a lot of people need to I think, like I said, I believe this show is called The Me You Can't See. I think that's going to be awesome.
And I think also what will help too is because it all starts at home. And like I said, this is not me. This is not me attacking or demeaning this in any way with Oprah and Prince Harry.
Right.
But I think it needs to start at home. Mothers and fathers need to talk to their children about what they deal with mentally, so their children will know that, oh, well, I deal with that too, or
Right.
this is not a way of life, or so they'll know how to deal with it, and
That's
you
it.
and as a parent, you'll know what your kid is dealing with, so you can give them the help, so they don't have to go as long and as far in life without it like you did.
Right.
It starts at
Right.
home with parents. Talk to your children.
Right. And don't be afraid to share your story.
Yep.
Tell them what things that really happened to you.
It's
If
sad.
I don't
It's sad. People have no problem in church going up to that altar
right,
and giving a testimony, but won't. But then when
right.
they get in the car and they ain't got nothing to say to their kids.
Exactly. Exactly. If I don't care if you're a grown man and you tough or whatever now, if you were bullied when you were in high school because you were small or whatever, tell it.
Yeah,
That's not gonna affect you now,
yeah.
you know?
I got bullied in elementary school. It didn't last long because of my temper, but I was
Right,
always one who would take it. I would take it for
right.
so long, and then my
Exactly.
temper would just get the best of me. So yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah. So like you say, things we need to just sit down and talk with our children.
That's right. Talk to them, snatch them up, and talk to them. Say, hey, look, I know you probably don't think I'm cool. I don't care. We finna talk.
That's it.
What's going on
That's
with you?
it.
You
And
know,
believe it or not, when you're talking to your children, they might sit there like they don't want to listen, but they're listening.
it's
They're
registering.
listening. It's registering. It is.
They
It
won't-
really is.
It may be years down the line, but they gonna come. Dad or mom, remember when you were talking to me about so and so and so and blah, blah, whatever? You were like,
Right.
oh, you gonna be like, I forgot about it. Oh, you remember that?
Exactly. I know, because you've done that to me, and I'd be like, Really? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. But anyway, but that's true. Talk to your children. Mental health is very important. Also, we got the summer is coming. June, July, August, or whatever. A lot of businesses, restaurants are opening up. The theaters are opening up. We got a lot of venues. People are planning weddings. We got the malls, both boutiques, the hotels. Now people start going back to the pools.
Strip clubs.
People can start going back to the pools and spas and just
Vegas,
enjoying life, and not the strip club.
Why not? That's a healthy establishment. We need to get rid of that stigma of the strip club.
Nobody want to be going in there seeing no women shaking their booties.
There are men's strip clubs as well, so it's not just always about men going to see women dancing. Women are just as nasty, and they're going to see the men.
Wait a minute, you said there's a male strip club?
Oh, women, yeah, okay. I'm not going to even put you out there like that.
Is it any of them in Birmingham? Maybe when I go to visit, me and Candy Cane can go to.
I'm not going to put her business out there like that either.
All right, girl. We'll talk later, Candy Cane. But anyway,
okay.
So a lot of things are opening up. I know here in Louisiana, Governor Edwards, he hasn't officially opened up everything yet, but he was saying that probably in June, seeing how everything goes now, because they're partially open, that probably just about everything will be open. So I'm so looking forward to that, especially going back to the movie theater, because I really enjoyed going to the movies and stuff like that. And then, the kids going to the hotels, being able to get in the pool and all that kind of stuff, So that's a lot of things we got to look forward to. So that's a good thing with the summer coming up. Because I know, a lot of people, vacations and stuff like that. So
and hey, I'm not pushing people to do either or, as far as vaccinations, but CDC and government did release that, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer have to wear masks,
Right. So, even though for Kevin and I, we are still going to wear our mask. Just, we just feel, even though we're vaccinated, we just feel more comfortable still wearing our mask for a while, So, but when we go in stores or whatever, and we see someone, some people, they go in the store and they see someone don't have a mask on, they get all upset. They should have their mask on. I know. If I go into a store and a person decides they don't want to wear their mask, that's on them.
Yeah.
That's on them.
Yeah.
So,
you took the vaccine, right?
Huh?
You took the vaccine, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I hadn't taken the vaccine, so,
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
If you start growing a tail, let me know.
Anyway, the only thing happened with me was my eyes turned green. Other than that, I was
Your eyes turned what?
I was just checking to see if you were listening.
Yeah, but don't tell nobody. Don't say that to nobody though, because you know how the women are. They're like, "Oh, no, they're gonna be like, "What?
No, my eyes did not turn green. My eyes did not turn green. Everything went great when we took our vaccines.
Good, good.
And all of my sisters except for Maxine is vaccinated. So, but Maxine said she doesn't go anywhere. So, and that's her choice. So, but we're all vaccinated because we want to all try and meet up by the end of the year. All get together. So, yeah. So, I'm just happy about that. Everything's opening.
Please, family, don't be at your house and being divided amongst your family over vaccinations and all that stuff.
Thank you.
Don't be fighting.
Exactly.
If somebody doesn't want to take the vaccine, that is their business. That is their right. And if somebody does, hey, if you feel like they don't have the information they should, you have doubts about it, don't put that on them. Let
Right.
them do it if they want to take it. Do
That's
not
it.
discourage people either other way, either or any way.
That's it.
Because
It's
I
so
ain't taking it.
it's the same thing with wearing, like I was saying about the wearing the mask. People want to wear a mask, fine. You don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask.
Because a lot of people breath stink, and they tired of having to smell they stink breath.
Thank you. So,
You know?
and some people they get, and some women, this one lady on the View said, okay, ladies, if you're taking your mask off, make sure you've shaved your upper lip. Don't have
That's
hair
right.
all around your lips, okay?
And your
Shave.
chin.
And your chin. Check your chin and check your upper lip. Make sure your hair.
And make sure you put the teeth in too.
And make sure you start brushing your teeth. A lot of people was put on that mask, wasn't brushing their teeth.
Yep. I bet you.
Start brushing your teeth. And if you know you've got bad breath, gargle. Okay?
And I'm gonna tell you too, there's a lot of liars out there. There's a lot of people walking around with dentures and telling people, oh, that's their teeth, and they've been walking around, they've been slacking, and now now that they don't have to wear their mask, don't get caught out like
exactly.
Don't get caught out there like that.
Exactly. So, I have a question for you. What are some things that you realized or learned from the past year during this? I call it a plandemic because I believe it was planned. But anyway, what are some of the things that you learned or that you realized?
I learned that Americans, people in America, don't have no sense. I've learned that this is a country of panic. I've learned that people really don't care about themselves or people around them like they say they do, because of how they've handled it amongst themselves. I've learned that, it's still a lot of prejudice and racism. I mean, that pandemic, man, it blew that stuff out of the water, man, and it drove a lot of people nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, telling them that they got to stay in the house it was like torture, and it's like, have you ever been to jail before? Because I'm quite sure the people in jail would love to switch places with you.
Exactly.
In prison,
That's
like,
it.
good Lord. And it taught me a lot about relationships. Like, you gotta have a strong relationship to be stuck in the house with somebody every day and not getting no breaks.
Talk about it.
Because I'm quite sure a lot of marriages and a lot of relationships ended during this pandemic.
They said that happened. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people separated. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know a lot of things went up, as far as crime and stuff like that, because, like I said again, a lot of jobs cut off, a lot of people lost their jobs and stuff. So,
yeah.
But one of the good things I learned about it is that it's never a bad thing to go back to the 1920s, 30s, and 40s before television hit the scene. Where you actually sit in the house and you have conversations with people in your household.
Right. Yeah.
Or not be able to depend on electronics, where you actually like do things together outside of electronics.
Right. Yeah.
So what has it taught you, Sister Kathy?
Well, it taught me
learned?
The importance of family. On one end, it taught me the importance of family and how important it is when you have a family that really loves you and care about you and they're checking on you. You really find out how much your family really loves you. Then on the other hand, you also find out how you think that you're close with your family and they don't check on you. It can go both ways. So you kind of just really find out where you stand with your family.
Yeah.
During this pandemic, a lot of people found that out. And
Yeah.
for me, thank God, for both of us, we have a very close-knit family. So, we, always checking on each other, always, reaching out or something like that, even though I couldn't go all the way to Miami to see them. I still heard from, it was nothing from my oldest sister's 91, 92 years old. And, I call her, she called me, what you doing? I was trying to just check on you, see how y'all doing, this kind of thing. And like I said, she's 92 years old.
Yeah.
So my sister Maxine would call, and of course I talked to Doc about 2, 3, 4 times a week. And even my brother, if he didn't call, he would text, So, and it's not just them. I have my nieces and nephews, we all just checking on each other. So,
When's the
that
family reunion?
we're talking about, I got a phone call or a text message from one of my nieces, and they're thinking about doing something in 2022. So next year, the end of next year, sometime. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm gonna let them, handle it or whatever. So
Okay.
I just told them let me know or whatever. But yeah, so it's that's what taught me a lot about family and how much we really need family. And when there's no one else, you've got your family. Well,
That's right.
so that it taught me that, and also and how important it is not just to see someone, say on a phone or FaceTime or whatever, but to actually be able to touch and to hug. That is so important to me because I'm that type of person. So, it's good to see you this way or to see you on FaceTime, but it's nothing like me being there with you and Candace and Ilani and Jordan, just to hug you and, just to touch you,
Yeah.
I think it taught it that was something that I also realized because I can't wait to touch my sisters and touch my brother,
Yeah.
to just,
Yeah.
be there with them and not to take your loved ones for granted. A
That's
lot
right.
of people passed away. My real good friend Michelle, it's still kind of, I'm still kind of dealing with that. But my
Yeah.
friend Michelle, for her to pass away. And there's some people, I was telling Kevin, we are so blessed. And my side of the family, nor his side of the family, we didn't lose anyone to the pandemic.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
some people that lost 2 and 3 people, a mom, the son, and then a child or something. 3, died in their family. So it's taught me that to not take things like that for granted,
That's right. That's
and
right.
and also take time to read, research, never stop learning. I thank God for that, from you, because of what you have exposed me to spiritually, as far as my spiritual walk with God, and we should never stop. And that during the pandemic gave me time to really, do a lot of reading and research and stuff like that. And that's something I want to continue to do, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And along with that, everyone should do a self check-in spiritually. And what do you believe? During this pandemic, it made me do a self spiritually. I know a lot of people say, well, I looked into myself during the pandemic and saw the things that I need to change and blah blah blah. Well, what about spiritually? Your stance with God. Because there's so many people out there go to church every Sunday. They know that Bible backwards and forward, and just as evil and just as mean. We saw that with the Trump thing, with all those evangelicals was behind Trump, backing Trump, and
That's
they're
right.
in church every Sunday. They can tell you that word of God, that Bible or whatever, and just as racist and evil and mean. So for me, with this pandemic, spiritually, it made me realize look into what do I really believe?
That's right. That's right.
Is it the truth?
What God do you serve? Because obviously they
Right.
serve different gods.
Exactly. And what is your truth? What is my truth in spirituality? So all of that was good for me. And then I got into meditation. Meditation. That is so important. And I advise you and anyone that's watching this podcast, and I list some ways that, because meditation is it's a way to meditate, okay? And there's a guy that I follow on YouTube. His name is Mujiji. It's Moojiji. It's a guy, and he is so deep. He is so good, and he helps you guide you through meditations. Also, Michelle's church, my niece Michelle, is called Celebration Spiritual Center. I think the pastor does it, but also his wife, she does a meditation every Sunday, and she guides you through a meditation. Because if you just look on YouTube, it's different, and look under for meditation. It doesn't take long. You can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever. So I really got into meditation. Yeah, so that helped me too. So, and like you talked about, take time for your family and your home.
That's right.
You got to do that. Take that time and never stop growing. That's something I realized through the pain. Never stop growing. That includes with your spouse. Never stop growing. Don't be selfish and think that your way is the only way. Take the time to listen. What? Take the time to listen to your spouse.
It's my way or the highway.
And your spouse should listen to you.
My way or the highway.
Ain't your way, Bobo. It ain't your way, baby. It's the way you sit and you listen. You listen. Do you always have to agree? No. But you take that time.
That's right.
Take that time. And I've learned all that through this pandemic. Taking time. Kevin and I have worked through some things, and we've come to an understanding on a lot of things. And and I know it's because of this pain, because we were here with each other, and a lot of things comes up, and you just learn to deal with it. You learn to deal with it.
Yeah.
So and we've grown, believe it or not, Kevin and we've grown closer.
Good.
Through this. We've grown closer because now he understands me and where I'm coming from on certain things, and I'm able to understand him and where he's coming from on certain things. It's about compromise. Yeah, compromise. Yeah, but overall, the pandemic's been, it was bad, but some good has come out of it. I believe some good has come out of it.
That's right. That's right. It's silver lining in it. It's a silver lining in it.
Yes.
Yep. That's dope. But it's a great breakaway from the everyday stuff. The norm stuff, stuff that we're seeing every day.
Right.
What good happened?
Some
good stuff happened.
And another thing, something that I learned on Michelle's group that we do on Wednesdays, and I tell everybody, you need to a lot of women, you need to join in on Wednesdays. It's at 6:00 Central, 7:00 Eastern time. One lady was talking about taking a sabbatical to clear your mind.
Yeah.
From this Sunday for a week, I'm not going to be on social media. I'm not going to be watching the news. If I watch TV, it's going to be a comedy or something uplifting, or something like that. I'm taking a sabbatical, from everything. She said take at least a week. 30 days is great, but if you can't do 30 days, at least do it for a week.
Do it. Yeah, do what you can. Like some people can, some people a day is hard enough for them. But take breaks. You got to take breaks.
Okay, yeah, start out, with maybe one day or whatever, and then just grow from there. But take a break. Take a break. Give your mind a break. Meditate. Take a break and meditate. Take a break and meditate. But that's all I have. Of course I have, my little did you know? I have my did you know? Okay, what am I going to go with? Let me see. Let me go with Have you ever heard of that thing uppity?
Yeah.
People say this person is uppity.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Okay. Uppity is a person who behaves in an unpleasant way because they think they're more important than they really are. Okay, that's what uppity is. Well, during segregation,
oh Lord,
racist Southerners, listen now, racist Southerners used the term uppity to describe Black people who didn't know their place, socioeconomically speaking. So uppity is a word that racist people used about us.
The ones who are quote unquote successful.
Right. They called them uppity. And I'm quite sure they added on uppity niggers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, uppity.
Of course.
So, and a lot of times people use uppity. Oh, she's so uppity. And they don't even realize where that came from.
Yeah, just like picnic.
Right. Like picnic. Yep.
Yeah.
And also, you already know about any, mini, miny, mo, right?
We're not doing two.
What?
You doing two? Did you know? Because you're still in mine.
Oh, okay.
You still in mine. No. The any, mini, mighty, mo was mine.
Oh. Okay. Let's
see. Go ahead and do it.
No. I want to see what you're gonna say. I want to see what your any, mini, mighty, mo gonna say. Go ahead.
Huh? It was the same thing.
I'll correct you if it's wrong. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
I was just playing, woman.
Oh. Any, mini, mighty, mo sung a version of this playground rhyme in school yourself, because we have. Although hopefully it replaced the key offending word with tiger at the very least, because it's used as a counting out song. And they originally, racist white people would say, catch a nigger by the toe.
Yep.
But now we've changed it to catch a tiger by the toe. But my thing is, don't sing the daggone song at all, because it originated from races.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna teach that to my my grandbabies. Right? No, any, mini, mighty, mo, catch a tiger. No, don't teach it at all. I'm just saying, Black power.
Okay. Black power. That's right.
Don't teach it.
Oh, hold on, it's time to go. They out here shooting. You know I'm in the hood.
Oh Lord, boy, Doug, get under that desk.
But thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. I hope this was a breakaway for y'all. Get some little kicks and giggles.
Yeah, something inspiring.
Yeah, so we're gonna be out of here. But first, a few words from our supporters.
All right. My favorite and
like, comment, subscribe
on this video.
Have a nice day.
And then this next one, I really need you to pay attention to this one, because this one is like it's very deep and it's very profound. Yo, what's up? Subscribe, like, and share this video. If you don't like it, share it anyway. Like it and subscribe. Appreciate it.
Yes. I love them, especially my babies.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love them. But all right. Love your mama.
Love you too, baby.
Appreciate you.
I hope this helped a lot of people to let them know that, hey, everything's going to work out.
That's right. That's right. And I said, if it don't, too bad. Go get you a therapist. Something wrong with you. We can't do everything around here. We can't do everything.
Woo! Ashe.